Baseball fans, welcome to historic downtown Guthrie inside Squires Field for this afternoon's district matchup featuring the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish and your Guthrie Blue Jays. Time now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Irish. Leading off playing second base, number 5, Derek Abelin. Batting second, playing first base, number 9, Will Hoke. Batting third, shortstop, number 15, Trevin Jelinek. Batting fourth, left field, number 22, Pat Joyce. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 6, Sam Schmidt. Batting sixth, catcher, number 33, Cole Rezitar. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 7, Gerald Burnett. Batting eighth, designated hitter, 18, Zach Marino. Batting ninth, playing right field, number 2, Eli Gilbert. And the starting pitcher for Bishop McGuinness, number 25, Mike Beanie. And now the starting lineups for your Guthrie Blue Jays. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 23, Jackson Waddell. Batting second, playing second, number 5, Bryce Robinson. Batting third, playing first base, number 11, Nolan Gagnon. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 18, Mitchell Tapp. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 21, Austin Gillenbeck. Batting sixth, today's Blue Jay pitcher, 17, Evan Kowalski. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 1, Brody Hinkle. Batting eighth and catching, number 16, Zach Poplin. And batting ninth, the Blue Jays center fielder, number 3, Marcellus Owen. And the rest of the Blue Jays, their head coach Casey Porter, assistant coach Hayden Secretary Ben Jr., Seth Morgan, and Eddie Daves. Baseball fans, we ask that you rise as you're able. Remove your ball caps as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon and welcome to Squires Field here in beautiful downtown Guthrie as the Guthrie Blue Jays get set to host the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish. Chris Evans with you here on this Monday afternoon. Another key district matchup here today with the Irish. Also, it will be tomorrow as well. Monday, Tuesday District Series continues here as the Blue Jays currently right now 3rd place in the district, and the Jays need to win these next 2 games to stay put in that 3rd place. And we'll see what the Jays go for districts. It could be Lawton MacArthur, it could be done a little bit, as he has been pretty dominant here on these Monday games in districts, but got to get at least 1 more in here and finish up the regular season, get ready for regionals coming up here shortly. The throw has been thrown down, and we're set for baseball. Beautiful day here in Guthrie, 71 degrees. Winds are at the northeast at 9 miles an hour, gusting at 15. They are blowing in a little bit. Again, just a great day for high school baseball. Blue Jays meet at the mound. Now they will scatter out on the infield dirt, and we're set for the first pitch of today's ball game. Scheduled for 4:30, but we're a little behind schedule. Nothing wrong with that as Evan Kowalski toes the mound, and we are set. 2-man umpiring crew today. Kowalski's first pitch is on the way. It swung on, hit on the right side, a little blooper, and will it get down? It will, over the head of Bryce Robinson. Bryce kept underneath it like he was going to bring it in easily, but then started to drift, and it falls in for a base hit for the leadoff hitter, Derek Ablin. So 1 pitch, and it's a base hit for the Irish.
Lead off the right field brings up number 9, Will Oak.
Next to the plate for the Irish is the first baseman, number 9, Will Hoke, as first pitch is in there for a called strike. And we will, again, I'm working on my scoreboard here, so I'm not the best at this, and I think we just lost it. We'll try to get it here in just a second. Next pitch is in there for a called strike. No balls and 2 strikes, runner at first base. Will Hoke batting on the left side against the right-handed pitcher, Evan Kowalski. Blue Jays double play depth up the middle as Kowalski comes set, delivers. It's outside in the right-handed batter's box for ball number 1. Next pitch will get past Poplin. Ablin trying to get to second, and the throw is in time to retire, as Ablin got a really poor jump over there, and Zach Mazey paid for that as he throws him out, and the base runner is cleared. So with 1 out, the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, and it's a strikeout for Evan Kowalski. So just like that now, things looking a little bit better here to begin this first inning. 2 up and 2 down. You know, we're trying to work on my scoreboard graphics here. I apologize. We'll get those lined out, and we should be ready to go the rest of the way. As stepping up to the plate is Trevin Jelinek, and he is the starting shortstop for the Irish. First pitch into him is for a called strike 1. So Evan getting ahead of batters here in this first inning. 0-1 pitch. This one's low in the dirt for ball number 1. 2 outs in the inning. Evan takes a deep breath. Gets a look for the 1-1 pitch, delivers, and a swung on and miss. And Jelinek down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Irish left fielder Pat Joyce on deck if the Irish can extend the inning. Blue Jays fresh off the 89er tournament. It was shortened again this year. Curveball, called strike 3. We'll get to that here in a little bit as Kowalski takes the Irish down in order. There was no runs. There was 1 hit, but he was removed off the base pass. No errors and nobody left on base. We'll head to the home half of inning number 1. Irish 0, Jays coming to the plate. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
When you're hungry, here's a little trick. Jump in the car and head to Golden Chick. When it's gotta be great and it's gotta be quick, you gotta get your tenders at Golden Chick. Golden Chick, for the best chicken, you know what to do. Golden Chick, sides and rolls, made fresh for you. Golden Chick, just one bite and you'll forget the rest. The original and still the best. Golden Chick.
Blue Jays coming to the plate here in the home half of the first inning. Today's starting lineups for the Blue Jays offensively. Leading things off, number 23, Jackson Waddell. Batting second, Bryce Robinson. Batting third, Nolan Gagnon. Batting fourth, Mitchell Taft. Batting fifth, Austin Gillenbeck. Batting sixth, Evan Kowalski. Batting seventh is Brody Hinkle. Batting eighth, Zach Poplin. And batting ninth is Marcellus Owen. So the Jays will bring Waddell, Robinson, Gagnon to the plate here in the home half of inning number one. Again, Bishop McGuinness got things going there with their leadoff hitter getting a base hit on the right side, but 2 strikeouts and a thrown runner out at second base put the Irish away quickly. Took about 4 innings just to get those 3 outs, so things moving quickly here. Verity, the first pitch to hit to Jackson Waddell. Jackson will go over the head of shortstop, and he will line the first pitch he sees for a base hit. So both leadoff hitters are on base after seeing just a 1 hit. And the Jays are in action here early in the home half of the first inning. Runner on first base is Jackson Waddell, and that will bring Bryce Robinson to the plate. Bryce Robinson enters the ball game hitting .349 on his season. He has 29 hits, shows a bunt, and will bunt it foul for strike number 1. Bryce, I mentioned those 29 hits. 20 of those have been singles. 6 doubles as he tries to put down that sacrifice bunt. Jay's trying to get that first run and get things going here early on. Guthrie entering the ball game 15-10 overall is their record. McGuinness entering today's game with a 12-13 record. Left-handed tosser throws it in there. Bryce lays down a perfect bunt. The only play for Burdett, if he can come up with it, he does not, is at first base, and Bryce Robinson has an infield single. So the Blue Jays get their second hit and have runners at first and second, and here comes Nolan Gagnon to the plate. Nolan playing first base today. We'll see if he gets the start tomorrow. Usually he's the Tuesday starter. We'll see what happens in Oklahoma City. Feeney looks in, checks both runners, and here comes the first pitch to Nolan. Jackson takes off, got a great jump. Nolan lays off that pitch, and Jackson has an easy stolen base. Good job there by Nolan to lay off that pitch. It was a called strike, but now Jackson's standing at third base, 90 feet away from the first run. Nolan, lefty-lefty matchup here. Little snap throw to first base. Back easily is Bryce. Nolan batting .355 on the season for the Blue Jays. Nolan this year with 22 hits. Nobody out here in the home half of the first inning. Here's the pitch. It's popped up left side. Third baseman Burnett gives chase. Gets to the wall, and it is out of play for strike 2. And Nolan's down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Again, the Blue Jays cannot get first or second in districts this year. That will more than likely stay with Carl Albert and Piedmont. They're playing today and tomorrow to decide who is the 1 seed or the 2 seed. Jays trying to hold on to that 3rd spot. Jays dropped a couple split 2 games with Carl Albert last week. 1 at home, lost on the road. The 0-2 to Nolan is high in time for ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck for the Blue Jays is Mitchell Taft. Blue Jays split their games in the 89er Invitational Tournament over the weekend. Here's the pitch. It's way outside for ball 2. Lefty-lefty matchup here on this upcoming 2-2 pitch. Curveball, off-speed pitch called strike 3, and Nolan knew it. Pitch right down the middle. That's the first out recorded, and here comes Mitchell Taft to the plate. Mitchell Taft entering the ballgame, hitting .508 on the season, 32 hits this year, and he had a big home run over the weekend in the tournament over the left field wall. The first pitch he sees is on the way. It's slapped to right field. Right fielder Gilbert started in, now goes back. It's deep enough as Jackson will tag at third and will come home for the first run of the ball game. And the Blue Jays have an early 1-0 lead. Mitchell Taft picks up the RBI. He now has 19 RBIs on the season. Now with 2 outs in the inning, here comes Austin Gellenbeck to the plate. And there's a stolen base in there. Bryce Robinson will steal second base, so another Blue Jay runner in scoring position. They get Guthrie on top here, 1-0. Jays with 2 hits in the inning by Jackson Waddell and Bryce Robinson. 2 outs in a row, though. Gellenbeck trying to extend the inning. Lefty-righty matchup. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's a low for a ball. Two balls and no strikes on the Blue Jay third baseman. There's a ball hit to the shortstop. Jelinek fields it, goes across the diamond, and gets Austin by a couple of steps, and the inning comes to an end. But the Blue Jays get 2 hits to begin the inning. Jackson Waddell comes home on an RBI sac fly by Mitchell Taft. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We played 1 in Guthrie. Jays on top, 1-0. This is Blue Jay baseball.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Evan Kowalski needed just 11 pitches in inning number 1 to get those 3 outs, and now he'll try the middle part of the Irish batting lineup. Pat Joy, Sam Schmidt, and Cole Rezitar scheduled to come to the plate for the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish. Again, Bishop McGuinness with a 12-13 record entering the ball game. Bishop McGuinness last played over the weekend. They played at Choctaw, got beat 10-2. As the first pitch is in there for a strike. Got beat 10-2. Looking at their last several games, particularly last week, they lost. They split with Piedmont. They won on Monday in extra innings 7-6, but lost on Tuesday 11-10. There's a swing and miss for strike 2. But then a 9-0 victory over Del City, and then I mentioned that Del City lost 10-2. Evan quickly ahead in the count, 0-2, and there's a swing and a miss and a pitch out of the zone for the first out of inning number 2. So Evan picks up his 3rd strikeout in a row. And here comes Sam Schmidt to the right-handed batter's box, the Irish center fielder. sporting jersey number 6. First pitch to him is a called strike 1. So once again, we see Evan getting ahead with strike number 1. Irish in the traveling gray uniforms, Irish across their chest and green letters, green numbers on the back. Looks like all the Irish had their socks pulled up as well to the knees. There's a swing, and might have got a little bit of that maybe. No balls and 2 strikes, so Evan has Sam Schmidt right where he wants him. Again, blue skies, there's a few clouds out there, but just a spectacular day. 71 degrees, and looks like everything will be okay to go tomorrow. Then we got rain coming in Tuesday night. There's a ground ball to Bryce Robinson, his first try on the ground. He'll make the easy throw over to first base for the 4-3 put out. 2 up and 2 down, 5 up and 5 down. Here in the ballgame, Cole Rezitar will come to the plate, the Irish catcher wearing jersey number 33. He'll bat on the left side. I promise we'll get to Evan's numbers here in just a minute. We had a little burp in the internet stream there for just a second. His first pitch in there for a call strike. So once again, Evan getting ahead in the count here. Strike 1. Two outs in the inning. That pitch bounces up. Zach knocks it down. Evan Kowalski entering the game with a 1.75 ERA. Just unbelievable. 74 strikeouts, 17 base on balls. So Evan getting his 11th game out on the mound today. He's thrown 44 innings this year, as this pitch just misses the outside part of the plate for a ball. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Evan has had a stellar senior campaign so far here, as the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. And now the count is officially even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Evan needed 11 pitches in inning number 1, trying to get 11 pitches here in inning number 2. See if he can end it here in the second, get Jays back to the plate. He does, but Zach's going to have to go the long way for the out, and the play is made at first base, and the inning comes to an end. 3 up and 3 down with 2 more strikeouts for Kowalski. He has 4 through 2 innings. We'll go to the home half of the second inning for the Jays. Guthrie on top, 1-0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay Baseball.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
When you're hungry, here's a little trick. Jump in the car and head to Golden Chick. When it's gotta be great and it's gotta be quick, you gotta get your tenders at Golden Chick. Golden Chick, for the best chicken, you know what to do. Golden Chick, sides and rolls made fresh for you. Golden Chick, just one bite and you'll forget the rest. The original and still the best. Golden Chick.
Blue Jays coming to the plate here in the home half of the second inning, leading this ball game early on, 1-0. Chris Evans with you here from Squires Field. Mentioned Blue Jays right now, 3rd place in District 5A to Carl Albert atop those standings with a 9-1 record. Piedmont is 8-2, and Guthrie and Woodward right now tied 6-4. Coming to the plate for the Blue Jays, today's pitcher, Evan Kowalski, gets his first at-bat of the day. The left-handed pitch is swung on, belted to left field. Left fielder Joyce comes in a little bit, still drifting towards center field, and will give away to the center fielder, Sam Schmidt, who will make the catch in the outfield for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Blue Jays here in the second. And Brody Hinkle will come to the plate. Brody just turned 17 over the weekend, celebrating a birthday. Get his first look here at the left-handed pitcher. Pitch number 1 on the way. It's swung on and missed. Brody entering the ballgame, hitting .243 for an average, on-base percentage right at .376 as the 0-1 pitch is left alone upstairs for a ball to even a count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brody has 17 hits this year, including 12 singles. This one bounces up for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the Blue Jay left fielder. Brody's dad, a state trooper, was at the high school today. There was a mock DUI texting drill at the high school today for the juniors and seniors as they got to see up close what it's like to, in a mock scenario, to drink and drive. The Guthrie Police Department, Fire Department, Oklahoma Highway Patrol, Air Evac, a lot of agencies out there to put on that mock test today, and it was well done. There's a ground ball, Brody to the second baseman. Second baseman Abilene with it. He goes over to first base for the 4-3 put up. So 2 up and 2 down for the Jays here in the home half of the second inning. Here comes the Blue Jay catcher, Zach Poplin. Zach has turned into the everyday catcher for the Blue Jays. He hasn't had very many at-bats this year. He does have 3 hits for the season, batting below .200, as this will be just his 26th plate appearance all season long. First pitch he sees is on the way, and it's in there for a called strike. A 1 pitch is down low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Season starting to come to an end. Junior high baseball in their season tomorrow in Shawnee. Senior night this week for the Blue Jays. That will be on Thursday. Zach with a little dribbler to the third baseman. Burdett with it across the diamond for an easy 5-3 put out. And the Blue Jays go down quietly in the second. A fly ball and 2 ground ball outs. Jays go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody can reach base. So we'll move to the top of inning number 3 here in Squires. Jays 1, Irish 0. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Bishop McGuinness come to the plate here in the top of inning number 3 in what's been a fast-moving ball game thus far in this one, as we played 23 minutes to get to the top of inning number 3. Evan Kowalski comes on for work inning number 3. 2 strikeouts in the first, 2 strikeouts in the second. He'll face the bottom of the lineup. Gerald Burdett, Zach Marino, and Eli Gilbert coming to the plate. Mitch and Guthrie and Woodward tied in the district at 6-4. Those 2 teams split earlier this year. Bishop McGuinness is 5-5, and then rounding up Guyman 2-8, and Western Heights is 0-11. Gerald Burdett to the plate. He's the third baseman, wearing jersey number 7, getting his first look here at Evan. Evan's been able to get ahead in the count so far here. We'll see what the third has in store. Yes, he does. Once again, with strike number 1. Next pitch in there for another strike. So Evan ahead of the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Evan generally works quick as he gets the sign from battery mate Zach Poplin. 0-2 pitch upstairs for ball number 1. When the Irish have put it into play, it's been ground ball outs. Evan seems to get a lot of ground ball outs as the 0-2 curveball slapped to center field. Marcel Owens coasting back, getting comfortable, and makes a two-handed catch in center field for the first out of inning number 3. And here comes today's designated hitter, Zach Marino, to the plate. Marino, tall right-handed batter, will get his first look here at Evan as well.
DH number 18, Zach Marino.
First pitch is upstairs for ball number 1. Blue Jays with a 15-10 record this year. Mitch and Guthrie played in the 89er Invitational. They defeated Chandler on Friday morning 9-7 and then lost to Kingfisher by a score of 6-5. Tournament was scheduled for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but as we all know, Saturday was a wash, and we do need the rain. Guthrie got the most rain than anybody and than any other town in the state of Oklahoma. Almost 2.25 inches of rain as Evan gets the strike there. Count now 2 balls and a strike. But yeah, Guthrie received the most amount of rain than any other town or location in Oklahoma. Count now, 3 balls and 1 strike. There's a swing. Is Marino, and here's the 9th spot in the lineup, Eli Gilbert. Marino gets a lead at first. Bunt showed but pulled back by Gilbert, and ball 1 is taken. Blue Jays will definitely allow the bunt. Jays they can get it out here. That's 2 outs and just have to worry about the batter there. So they would gladly take what Irish are looking to do, a sacrifice bunt. See if Gilbert looks to do it again. He does show it, pulls it back again though. This one again outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Austin crashing in at third. Looked like Nolan stayed home at first. That will tell you Evan has the first baseline. There's a snap throw. No tag applied. Winds are now moving a little bit left to right field now. There's the pitch, 2-0. Tried to put it down, could not. Called strike anyway. I think he offered at it, but it's a called strike now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Second base runner of the ball game for the Irish, the leadoff hitter, who's on deck right now, Ablin. Hit the first pitch over the head of Bryce Robinson of this ball game. Here's the 2-1 bunt. Bunt to Evan, probably has a play at second, goes that way, but throws it into center field, and the Irish will have runners at first and second. Evan had the right idea, probably went a little too quick instead of setting his feet, making sure of getting the play.
Leadoff batter number 5, Derek Ablin.
And that will allow first and second. And here we go here we go to the top of the lineup. And Derek Ablin. Here's his first pitch in there for a called strike. One out of the inning. Blue Jays looking for a ground ball double play to get out of here. Kowalski set at the belt, checks the runner second, comes home, pitch is outside. One ball, 1 strike. Good crowd today. Not too many home games left here in the 2018 season. Again, senior night will be Thursday. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's bunt back to Kowalski again, and he'll go to third and throws it away. And that will allow a run to come home and score for the Irish, and we're tied 1-1. Blue Jays got exactly what they wanted, bunt right back to the pitcher, but Evan unable to fill it out and throws it into third base. Second error of the inning, and the Irish have second and third. Still just one out here in the top of the third inning. And of course, why not? Hoke shows bunt, and it's a squeeze. And Kowalski will look to home, nothing there, safe there, throw to first, still in time to get the out, but it is a 2-1 lead for the Irish. The Irish with small ball here in the third have 2 runs and their first lead of this ball game. Hoke officially out on the 1-2-3 put out. Here comes Trayvon Jelinek to the plate, the Irish shortstop. He was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Evan works in the stretch. First pitch in there for a called strike one. All the base runners started with a base on ball, and then 3 bunts put down has led to 2 runs as the Irish send this one is balls into center field. Marcellus waits for it, and it falls in his glove for the third out, but the damage is done as the Irish pick up 2 runs. They do that on no hits. There were 2 big errors in the inning, and the Irish leave 1 man on base. 2.5 innings in the books. New score now, Bishop McGuinness 2, Guthrie 1. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Bishop McGuinness now with a 2-1 lead over the Blue Jays after a 2-error third inning, along with 3 bunts down. Jays will try to get back, tie this game up, take the lead here in the third inning. They'll do it with Marcellus Owens, Jackson Waddell, and Bryce Robinson scheduled to come to the plate. Marcellus Owens getting his first at-bat here today against this left-handed pitcher from Bishop McGuinness. First pitch of the home half of third is way inside for ball number 1. And again, Blue Jays should have a advantage, you would think, as the pitcher Feeney really not overpowering, but Jays have to be patient. If they're not patient with this pitcher here, could be a long ball game, but looks like Guthrie's got pretty good hit swings at the pitcher so far. We'll see though, especially here the second time through the lineup here in just a second. Ball down low. And Marcellus is ahead in the count here. 3 balls and no strikes. Finney, you would think a fastball down the middle. It's inside, but it's still a called strike. And Marcellus now looking at 3-1 count. Hayden Seifert, Blue Jay coach in the third base coach's box. Coach Seth Morgan in the first base coach's box. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It bounces up to the pitcher, or catcher, excuse me, for ball 4, and the Blue Jays have their leadoff man on base. He's a quick one too, and Marcellus Owens. Here comes the Blue Jay leadoff hitter, Jackson Waddell. Jackson saw one pitch and lined it over the shortstop head. Before any of that will happen, we will have a conference at the mound by Bishop McGuinness. Yeah, Blue Jays split their games last week with Carl Albert in a district matchup. Jays won the home game 4-2 in a really fun, exciting ball game. I guess you can say the same thing on Tuesday, as it was a long ball game over 3 hours. Carl Albert won that with a walk-off home run, 16-15, in a back-and-forth ball game. Conference is over with, and we'll resume action here. Again, Jackson Waddell coming up to the plate. Jackson leads the ball club in many offensive categories this year. Jackson with 36 hits enters the ball game, hitting .474 on the season, as he has 12 extra base hits this year as well. Little snap over throw to first base. Marcellus back in easily. The Irish will bring the Burdett in on the grass at third. Double play depth up the middle. Hoke holds Marcellus on at first base. Another little throw over. Marcellus back standing up. Jackson singled and scored on a RBI sac fly by Mitchell Taft in inning number 1. Jay's trying to put up a crooked number here in the third, as Irish did in the top part of this inning. Pitch number 1 to Jackson is upstairs for ball number 1. Feeney taking his time here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. You think Jackson would get a good pitch to swing at here. Feeney set. He'll make another throw over to first base. Blue Jays have really been a team, has been, should say, a lot of success stealing bases this year. They've run into some base blunders this year as well, but been a lot of stolen bases. Jackson takes the entire way for strike 1. Count now moves to 2 balls and a strike. Coach Seifert going through the signs at third. They're abbreviated. Lefty-righty matchup. Again, double play depth up the middle. Here's the pitch. Jackson gets a fastball, chopper to third baseman. Over to second. The ball goes through the glove. Marcellus now pops up, and now will make the trot to third base, and he's in there safely sliding. And so now we see another error affecting this ball game here, as Jackson will reach first base on the throwing error, allowing Marcellus to move over as well. So Jackson with the fielder's choice at first. Marcellus at third. Here's Bryce Robinson to the plate. Nobody out here in the home half of the third. Irish commit their first error of this ball game. Jays had 2 in this inning. Ugly third inning as far as defensively for both squads, as the first pitch to Bryce is upstairs for ball number 1. Bryce put down a bunt on the third base line, was credited with a single. Swings at this pitch down the third base line. This one just foul for strike number 1. Bryce swinging away at that pitch. A ground ball to the shortstop or second base could be a double play, but it would also be a run for the Blue Jays. It would tie this ball game up. So Bryce, all you got to do is put the ball in play. To anyone outside the first or third baseman, you got a good chance of getting a run. There goes Jackson off the pitch. Pitch is upstairs, and Jackson will swipe another stolen base. That's 2 stolen bases for Jackson, and now the Jays have runners at second and third. Pitch upstairs makes it 2 balls and a strike for the Blue Jays second baseman. Irish will play back in the middle infield to give up the run for the out. This pitch is upstairs and away for ball 3. Nolan Gagnon on deck for the Blue Jays, a left-handed hitter. The 3-1 pitch, you would think fastball down the middle. It is, and Bryce takes the entire way. We'll see if he gets that same pitch here, if he can do something with it. Runners at second and third. Normal depth in the outfield for the Irish. Wind not a factor. 3-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch back to the pitcher, gets past him. That's going to allow Marcellus to come home. We're tied 2-2. Throw not made at third. Jackson's in there safely, and the Jays have tied the ball game up at 2-2. Fielder's choice for Bryce. As Marcellus comes home to score, and here comes Nolan Gagnon. Rezitar calls time. The catcher goes out. Some brief words here. Jays once again first and third for the second time in this inning. Jays got a run in the first. They have a run so far here in the third. Jackson, who scored their first run, trying to give the Jays the second lead of this one. And now Coach Casey Porter will call time out of the first base dugout, and we'll visit with Nolan here real quickly. Nolan, a strikeout victim back in inning number 1. Had a home run last week in the Carl Albert ball game last Tuesday. Thinking base hit here with score 1 for sure. Anything extra could bring Bryce from first. We'll see what happens here as the lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. It's upstairs for ball 1. Mitchell Taff on deck for the Jays. 1 ball, no strikes. Bryce and Jackson take their leads at the corners. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and miss. Again, both these teams will turn around and play tomorrow in Oklahoma City. I believe that's a 4:30 first pitch. Another snap throw over to first base. I don't know if they were, but I remember McGuinness was always the one. Oh, and we got a pick off at first. Bryce trying to steal the bag, and he will get there at second base. It's one of those rules. If you're picked off, just run hard as you can to second. Hope for the best. And Bryce hoped for the best there, and he ends up at second base. So second and third for the Blue Jays. Nolan still at the plate with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. McGuinness with the, I was going to mention earlier, when I back when I played, they were one of the only few schools that put rye down on their field. Nolan hits a pitch up in the zone down the right field line. It's going to fall fair. Jackson's going to come home to score. Touching second is Nolan. Touching third and coming home to score is Bryce Robinson. And the Blue Jays have a 2-run lead. 2 RBI double for Nolan Gagnon as the right fielder Gilbert kept cruising over toward the line, and it fell just in front of the fence up on that hill over there. Now he comes running off the field. Appears to be injured of some sort. And the coach looks at it and says, yeah, something's not right here. Not sure what happened out there in right field. The ball fell just in front of the fence up on the hill in fair territory, but I don't think the right fielder Gilbert's going to be able to play on in this one. So 31 will come into the ball game. Looks like he will head to right field. We don't have 31 on our roster, so William Forth will come in. William Forth will come in for Gilbert. Looks like maybe a hand injury. Not sure what. It's scraped on something or what it is. Looks like there is a trainer here for Bishop McGuinness. Guthrie trainer here as well. Home plate umpire has the new player in his book, so I think we're set to reschedule here. As we resume action, Nolan Gagnon at second base. Jays with a 4-2 lead. They scored 3 runs so far here in the home half of the third. Still nobody out. And here comes Mitchell Taft. RBI sac fly in right field in the first inning. The first pitch he sees here in the third is a bouncing ball to the shortstop. Jelinek with it across the diamond, and just in time does get Mitchell by a half a step on the 6-3 putout. Nice play by the shortstop. Nolan stays at second base, and so now with 1 out, Austin Gellenbeck will come to the plate. As you see there, Shander Dyer, the Guthrie trainer, headed to the third base dugout to assist Gilbert. What appeared to be a hand injury. How it happened, not sure. But he came off awfully quickly. Hope he's okay as his teammates look on in that third base dugout. Here's Austin at the plate. First pitch he sees is inside that bounces in front of the catcher, Rezatar. Irish scored 2 in the third. Jay so far 3 in the third. Both teams with 2 errors. Off-speed pitch by Austin, left alone up in the zone. Moves the count 2 balls and no strikes. Jackson has scored twice. Bryce has scored once, and Marcellus has scored once. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Austin. Outside for ball 3. So with 3 balls, no strikes, knowing that second 1 out, you would think Austin would have the universal take sign here to watch this fastball maybe go right down the middle. It's one of those pitches you wish you can swing at, but can't let it happen. There it is for strike 1. Now, we'll see what he has to offer here on 3-1. If he does the same pitch, get after it. Austin grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Jays have 3 hits on those 4 runs. Austin check swing. Maybe. Yes, it gets down over the first baseman's head. Nolan had to stay at second because the unknown if the first baseman Hoke or the second baseman Abilene were going to be able to get to it. They were not. And now the Blue Jays have first and second on a check swing pitch out of the zone. And Austin will take the base hit. That is the second hit of the inning. And here comes today's pitcher for the Blue Jays, Evan Kowalski, to the plate. First and second, 1 out. Feeney comes set, checks the runner at second, comes home. Evan watches the slow pitch get over for a called strike 1. Evan popped up to center field. Is only at bat in the last inning. 0-1 pitch. A big hack there out in front of that pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. Talk about Evan's pitching numbers. Evan this year offensively has 24 hits, batting .329 on the season. Does have 2 home runs. Down the count here though, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's that pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Nolan got a pretty good jump on it, going to third, and will have it easily standing up. And now the Jays will have 2 runners in scoring position, second and third, as Austin cruises into second base. We'll see what the Irish do defensively. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And they will play deep at all 4 positions. Nolan not quick though at third. Evan fouls that one off, stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nolan takes his lead at third. Austin takes his lead at second. Kowalski awaiting the 1-2 pitch. Got to wait back. Got to be patient, Blue Jay hitters. Here's the pitch. That one chopped off again. Evans still doesn't quite have the timing down yet. Feeney set at the chest, delivers 1-2. Kowalski sends this one to right field over the head of fourth. He looks up and it's gone. A 3-run shot for Evan Kowalski. Again, the wind is blowing out the right field. Not a whole lot though, as Evan got a hold of that one for his third home run of the year. It is a 3-run shot by Kowalski. Evan had those 2 errors in the top of this inning that really got to him, but he gets him back and a little bit more with a 3-run shot, and the Jays have opened this one up now with 6 runs in the inning and now have a 7-2 lead. One out in the inning. 7-2 ball game. Guthrie with their 3rd hit of this inning as Brody Hinkle comes up to the plate for the Blue Jays. Brody takes ball number 1 as the 1-0 pitch is grounded to the second baseman. Al Bleen will have it, and he'll go over to first base for the out, and there are now 2 outs in the inning. And here comes Zach Poplin, the 9th Blue Jay batter to come to the plate here in the 3rd. Zach grounded out to the 3rd baseman, Burdett, last inning. First pitch to Zach on the way is upstairs for ball number 1. A base on ball started this entire inning here in the 3rd inning as Zach watches strike 1 come across. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Zach pops up on the right side. Who wants it? First baseman Hoke says, I got it, and he does. The inning comes to an end. But the Blue Jays plate 6 runs in the 3rd inning as they do that on 1, 2, 3 hits, including a 3-run shot by Evan Kowalski. There was 2 key errors in the inning as well. Nobody left on base. 3 innings complete. Guthrie back in the lead, 7-2 over the Irish. You're watching Guthrie Blue Jay Baseball.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
When you're hungry, here's a little trick. Jump in the car and head to Golden Chick. When it's gotta be great and it's gotta be quick, you gotta get your tenders at Golden Chick. Golden Chick, for the best chicken, you know what to do. Golden Chick, sides and rolls made fresh for you. Golden Chick, just 1 bite and you'll forget the rest. The original and still the best. Golden Chick.
Making our way to the top of inning number 4. It was an eventful 3rd inning. 8 runs total scored in the 3rd inning. Irish scored 2 in the top of the 3rd. Guthrie scored 6 in the home half of the 3rd. And we get to a 7-2 ball game. 3-run shot by Evan Kowalski. 2 RBI double by Nolan Gagnon and a RBI sacrifice fly from Mitchell Taft is how we get to 7-2. Irish back to the sticks here in the 4th inning. Leading things off will be the cleanup hitter, Pat Joyce. He hits the first pitch. Marcellus goes back, camps his feet, waits for it to come down, and he'll make the catch. Second fly ball out to Marcellus here. This one for out number 1. It'll bring Sam Schmidt to the plate. Schmidt grounded out to Bryce. Back in the 2nd inning, he's 0 for 1 this afternoon. You kind of see there that second bar on your screen. There's some white paint on there. That is 89er kind of covering up. There's a ground ball. Evan looked like he caught it in the air. He did, says home plate umpire, but just in case, we'll make the throw over to first base, and it made it. But he did catch it in the air for out number 2. 1 pitch, 2 outs there on that at bat. It'll bring up the Irish catcher, 33 Cole Rezitar. Yeah, that white paint there says 89er, and that was obviously the Blue Jays had the 89er Invitational Tournament. And there's strike 1 to the Irish catcher. Good crowds on Friday. Wish we could have got Saturday. Those are really your good crowds as Rezitar goes the other way. Brody Hinkle waits for it to come down in front of him for a base hit for the Irish. And they have a man on first base as they pick up their 2nd hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Gerald Burdett, the Irish third baseman.
Gerald Burdett.
He flew out to Marcellus. Marcellus has 3 fly ball outs as we'll have a courtesy runner entering the ball game for the Irish. Looks like number 13. Jake O'Donnell will be the courtesy runner for the catcher position. As Burdett gets set to enter the right-handed batter's box. 2 outs in the inning. Evan Kowalski looking for another quick inning as he did in the 1st and 2nd inning. Pitch from the stretch, curveball in there for a call, strike 1. Good pitch there to get ahead of the count. Can't quite see it. The first base coach's box also painted today, over the weekend I should say, with 28 in there as this pitch is fouled into the net for strike 2. Guthrie Baseball, the program, honored the late great Coach Willie Young as his family made their way in from across the United States. His 3 children, 3 different states. Of course, Miss Young, still living here in Guthrie, came in, and amongst other family members as well came in, and they honored Coach Willie Young just before the old 89er ball game. Kendall Young threw out the pitch, Willie's oldest son, as Shannon and Siobhan, his other 2 children, were in attendance again with Miss Gladys Young, and it was a cool moment as this pitch is fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. Guthrie Invitational continues to get better and better every year. Teams from Ponca City, Woodward, Bethany, Clinton, Kingfisher, Chandler. Of course, the Jays were in there as well. Midwest City was in there. Curveball, swing and a miss. Evan picks up his 5th strikeout of the ball game. Irish send forward to the plate. 1 man gets on base with the base hit, but can't do nothing with it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We're halfway through this one in Squires Field. It took us exactly 58 minutes to get there. Timeout from Guthrie. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
When you're hungry, here's a little trick. Jump in the car and head to Golden Chick. When it's gotta be great and it's gotta be quick, you gotta get your tenders at Golden Chick. Golden Chick, for the best chicken, you know what to do. Golden Chick, sides and rolls made fresh for you. Golden Chick, just 1 bite and you'll forget the rest.
Bottom of the fourth inning we go here in beautiful downtown Guthrie on a Monday afternoon. Blue Jays with a 7-2 lead. The Irish will bring in a new pitcher as the designated hitter Zach Marino will enter the ball game. So the DH role will be terminated as the DH comes into the game to pitch. And again, that is Zach Marino, and he'll get his first look here at Marcellus Owens, who got that third inning going. All with the walk, came home and scored, and then after that, Jays brought in 5 other runs as they batted around in the third. First pitch by Marino in the fourth is upstairs for ball number 1. One ball, no strikes, pitch to Marcellus, up in the zone, maybe a little in for ball 2. Marcellus 0 for 1 officially with that run scored, as the 2-0 pitch is upcoming, and it's upstairs, ball 3. So new pitcher, 3 balls, no strikes to the first batter. You know he will take the upcoming pitch. Jackson Waddell on deck. Jackson 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. There's that 3-0 pitch. Bell tie for the called strike. And if you're Marcellus, hopefully you get that same pitch again. Pretty good sized gap in right center field if it's an off-speed pitch. It's up in the zone, it's ball 4. Irish fans wanted that one, but that was clearly upstairs, and this is the second time to see this home plate umpire. We saw him over the weekend in the Guthrie tournament and had the best zone of the weekend. Did a really good job. Good young umpire. Jays have runner at first base in Marcellus. Here's Jackson Waddell to the plate. He watches strike 1 come across. Again, Marino, the new pitcher here to begin this 4th inning. Marcellus, a good lead over at first base with a right-handed pitcher now. Marino steps off for just a second. Now he'll make the throw over. Jackson, along with those 2-run scores, also has 2 stolen bases today. Trying to get on base for the 3rd time down, no balls and 1 strike. Junior varsity to play after this ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Jackson smokes one to third baseman, and Marcellus was off on the pitch, and the throw was not able to make the second, so he goes first now. Marcellus trying to sneak a base and is tagged out at third base, and Marcellus with a base running mistake there will take him off the base pass, and just like that, there's 2 outs. Jackson on the 5-3 put out for the first out, and then the 3-5 put out retires Marcellus. And Bryce Robinson will come to the plate. Bryce has been on base both times today. He singled in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, also scored in the third. First pitch he sees is a swing and a miss for strike number 1. Nolan Gagnon on deck. As I mentioned, Jays have had a lot of stolen bases this year, but they've also had some miscue on the base pass. Starting to add up a little bit more than what Coach Casey Porter is wanting here as of late. As it's a called strike, and now Bryce is down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. What looked to be a promising inning might be coming quickly to an end. Bryce trying to avoid that from happening. Here's the 0-2 from Marino. Chop foul on the third base side. Coach Seifer will watch the young whippersnapper from Irish. Bishop McGuinness picked that one up. Count stays no balls and 2 strikes. Jays playing their 26th game of the season. Again, 15-10 overall record. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Slap to the shortstop. Jelenic been pretty good over there today. And a close play, and Bryce is able to run that one out. As Jelenic came in on it, threw it on the run. Bryce simply outran that one. And the Blue Jays have another base runner.
Now batting for the Blue Jays,
So Bryce with the second infield single of the day. He's 2 for 3 with those 2 infield singles. Keeps the inning going as he picks up the 6th hit for the Blue Jays. In this one, Moreno set, delivers. Nolan lays off that pitch, and it's in there for a called strike 1. Righty-lefty matchup. Moreno will make a throw over first. Bryce stands up. First 3 guys come to the plate, got on base, but two of the 3 reach base. As Nolan, little ground ball to the first baseman. Hoke will simply pick it up and make the easy touch at first base. And the 4th inning comes to an end for the Blue Jays. No runs, there was 1 hit, no errors, and Jays leave 1 man on base. They left 2 in the ball game. 4 innings complete. Guthrie will go into the 5th with a 7-2 lead. You're watching Guthrie Blue Jay Baseball.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
When you're hungry, here's a little trick. Jump in the car and head to Golden Chick. When it's gotta be great and it's gotta be quick, you gotta get your tenders at Golden Chick. Golden Chick, for the best chicken, you know what to do. Golden Chick, sides and rolls made fresh for you. Golden Chick, just one bite and you'll forget the rest. The original and still the best. Golden Chick.
What's that? I know that's 3 outs. Marcellus has made at third in like 3 games. At third.
Now batting number 18, pitcher Zach Marino.
We move to the 5th inning here in Guthrie. Irish back to the plate. 8-9-1 part of their lineup. And there is strike number 1 from Evan Kowalski. Marino, his second at bat, he walked and scored the first run for the Irish back in inning number 3. As he's quickly down the count though. No balls and 2 strikes. Evans set to kick and deliver this 0-2. It's chopped foul into the Irish dugout. Kowalski had 2 strikeouts in first inning. He had 2 more strikeouts in the second, none in the third, and 1 in the fourth. So 7 total here in this ball game as we begin inning number 5 of work. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Zach will have to go to first to make this one official, and he does for the 8th strikeout for Evan Kowalski. And that will bring to the plate William Forth, who entered the ball game in right field after the injury to Eli Gilbert, a hand injury. So he'll get his first look here at Evan Kowalski in the 9th spot of the lineup. Forth wears jersey number 25 for the Irish. Evan kicks and delivers strike 1. We looked it up the other day. When Evan Kowalski throws strike number 1, there's about an 80% chance he's going to get an out as this pitch is hit into left field, shallow left field. Jackson Waddell says, I got this one, and he brings in the out. Just like that, 2 outs, and that 80% number only getting better there with that first pitch strike leading to an out. Again, 80% of the time Evan does that, they result in outs. It's a good number if you're into numbers. As we move to the top of the lineup, first pitch, just offside for ball number 1. Derek Ablin to the plate. He's Been on base both times. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the first, reached on an error in the third. There's the 1-0 pitch. Bunt this one over the backstop for a strike. 1. Of course, the big news with Bishop McGuinness as of late is they lost their head football coach to Norman North High School. Coach Butch Jones did a great job over at Bishop McGuinness as he led the Irish to the state championship game 2 years in a row, only losing to Carl Albert. The Irish promoted their offensive coordinator to the head spot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Evan trying to get the Jays into the dugout. Curveball. Oh, Poplin thought it was strike 3. Bryce Robinson thought it was strike 3. Jackson Waddell thought it was strike 3. And Evan Kowalski thought it was strike 3 as they headed off to the dugout, but they were quickly stopped in their tracks. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Chopper over the head of Kowalski. Waddell fields it behind the bag. Throw in time by 2 steps. Nice play there by Jackson Waddell. And the Irish are done in the 5th. Jackson got to it quick. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll head to the home half of the 5th here in Guthrie. J7, McGuinness 2. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Blue Jays coming to plate here in the home half of the 5th inning with a 7-2 lead. Guthrie, as you see there, with 6 hits on the day. Bishop McGuinness with 2 hits, both teams with 2 errors. Both teams have left 2 men on base. Marino on for inning number 2 of work. He'll face Mitchell Taft, Austin Gillenbeck, and Evan Kowalski. First pitch of the home of the 5th is upstairs for ball number 1. Mitchell Taft 0 for 2, but does have an RBI, which led to the first run of the ball game for Guthrie back in inning number 1. Gets his first look here at Marino. Off-speed pitch driven to left field. Back goes Joyce, waiting on it to come down, and it does for the first out of the inning. 2 pitches, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Austin to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored in that 3rd inning where Guthrie played it 6 runs. That's the story of this ball game so far. Guthrie had 6 runs on 3 hits, but took advantage of 2 Irish errors as Austin lines one foul on the third base side for strike number 1. Say hi to my good friend, my Irish friend, Tyler Fredrickson, T-Fred, watching the ball game in Oklahoma City. Always love visiting with T-Fred and all athletics, not just football, basketball, baseball, but we talk a lot of high school sports together. Say hi to T-Fred. Everybody knows T-Fred. 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Gillenbeck. Pitch is upstairs for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, both teams will get a good night's sleep, get some school in them tomorrow, then playing Oklahoma City at Bishop McGuinness as this pitch is Catches the outside edge for a called strike. Good pitch there for Marino. Evens count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Won't be able to broadcast it tomorrow. Kind of a tight fit there at the McGuinness, but got to make my way to Shawnee for the final regular season game for the Guthrie Junior High Ball Club. Ball foul territory, first base side, and Gellenbeck is retired in foul territory as Hoke brings that one in for the second out of the inning. Holt will be back Thursday for senior night, though. Evan Kowalski comes to the plate. Evan with the big fly back in inning number 3. A 3-run shot over the right center field wall. He's 1 for 2 today. Also flew out to center field in his first at bat. Getting his first look here at Marino. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch to Evan is outside for ball 1. Nobody on base. Kowalski with his 3rd home run of the season, helping himself out on the mound. Marino's 1-0. Curveball swung on and miss. Count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Shadows starting to creep onto the field here in Squires. Off-speed pitch, ground ball to the third baseman, backhanded by Burdett. A long throw across the diamond is in plenty of time. Nice play by Burdett. And the Jays' 5th inning is a quick one. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody reaches on base. 5 innings complete. We'll move to the top of inning number 6. Blue Jays still holding on to that 7-2 lead. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Moving on to inning number 6 here in Guthrie. Just a beautiful day to watch high school baseball. McGuinness fans traveled well. Guthrie fans, of course, here packing Squires Field. In the stands, you got the middle section full, the right side almost full. Left side, not too much action on that side, but still a good crowd here inside Squires Field as the Blue Jays take their 7-2 lead into the 6th inning. Leading things off will be the Irish first baseman, Will Hoke. First pitch swung on, fouled off for strike number 1. Two, 3, 4 part of the lineup for the Irish, so this is a big inning for Kowalski to get through here. Get him through here unscathed, take a good chance in the 7th. 0-1 pitch is in the right-hander batter's box for ball number 1. Jays with a run in the first, 6 in the 3rd. Irish had 2 runs, their only 2 runs back in inning number 3. Kowalski's 1-1 pitch. Dangerously fouled off into the Irish dugout. And I think everyone was able to escape that, although there's a lot of players ducking in there and taking a deep breath. That is about as dangerous as it gets. Looks like everyone indeed is okay. Scary, scary. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the pitch. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hope today's 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out to Kowalski, who went to Poplin for the play at home. Was safe there, but threw it to first in time for the 1-2-3 put out. Not double play, but just a regular put out. There's called strike 3. As Zach Poplin, as soon as he cut, it popped up like it was strike 3. It appeared to be, if you're asking me to be honest here, it appeared to be low and away. A couple of McGuinness fans seem to agree with that, but maybe I wasn't watching all the way either. The umpire rings him up, first out. To the plate, Trevin Jelinek, the shortstop, 0 for 2 today. Pitch 1 is down low. Jelinek struck out in the first, flew out to Marcellus in the third in center field. 1-0 pitch is inside above the knees for a called strike. Irish fans don't like that one, but that was a called strike. Zach Poplin probably didn't make it look as good as it probably was, as he caught it underhand instead of sticking it in there, but it looked like a good strike from here. The 1-1 pitch, another good pitch there for a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Evan ahead of the count here. 1 out in the 6th inning. Evan gets the sign, kicks, strikeout, number 2 in a row. And for the second time, Jelinek goes down on strikes. Kowalski's starting to find his groove once again. Just a small hiccup in the 3rd inning defensively, but when it's come to throwing strikes, it's been pretty darn good today for Kowalski. First pitch here, though, is outside for ball number 1. 2 outs in the inning, nobody on base. Irish down to their final 4 outs in this one. Kowalski now with 8 strikeouts so far in this one. There's a 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Evens count, a ball and a strike. Evan, a 4-year pitcher for the Blue Jays. Again, now officially in his 50th inning pitch this year. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball left upstairs for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Evan has been the force on Mondays. It's his game to win or lose. He's going to go 7 innings. He's going to go close to 100, if not over 100 pitches every game on Monday. 2 balls and a strike. Evan waves off 2 pitches. Gets the 3rd pitch he likes, and this one's fouled off, and Evan's now 1 strike away from getting out of the 6th inning. Blue Jays again for regionals will either be heading to Lawton MacArthur or Duncan. And it looks like they could be playing someone like Dell City in their first ball game. Of course, the other regional opponent looks like to be probably Western Heights. So we'll see how it all plays out here. We'll have a few days to look at that and get a better idea. We should know exactly what's going on by Thursday. The ball's upstairs. And Coach Casey Porter will come out of the dugout. I would think this is a quick, abbreviated meeting on the mound and see if it's under 10 seconds. Well, it will go over officially 10 seconds, but not a whole lot more than that, as Coach Casey Porter just a little pick-me-up. Hey, let's get after the 1 pitch to get in the dugout. Let's concentrate here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. First visit taken there by head coach Casey Porter. Get 3 free ones. You can take 3 free ones anytime in the first 7 innings that you like. Evan takes a deep breath, gets set for the 3-2 in the righty-lefty matchup, trying for his 3rd strikeout of this inning. Pop foul. Evan now just south of 80 pitches thrown here today. Just a little over 12 pitches per inning. That's pretty darn good. Major league pitchers would take that, as that next pitch is Also fouled violently into the backstop for keep the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Had a good crowd watching today. Appreciate you tuning us in. Invite you out to the ballpark on Thursday, though. Don't want to miss that one. Good weather. And it's senior day. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Kowalski strikes out the side in the 6th. The Irish will have one last chance in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody reaches on base. We're headed to the home half of the 6th inning in Guthrie. Jays hold on to a 5-run lead. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Moving to the 7th inning here, home half of the 6th inning. Blue Jays are hoping this is their last at-bat here this afternoon as they have a 5-run lead here in the bottom of inning number 6, 7-2. As you see there, Blue Jays out hitting the Irish 6-2. Both teams with 2 errors, and yeah, both errors for both teams played factors in those runs scored. Both teams have left 2 men on base. First pitch today came in at 4:46, so we're close to about an hour and a half of playing time here in Guthrie. Making his way to the plate is Brody Hinkle, as 7-8-9 scheduled to come to the plate. Hinkle, Poplin, and Owens. They'll get their, let's see here. Hinkle and Poplin will get their first look at Marino. Then Marcellus will begin the second look against Marino, who came in the 4th inning in relief. Been pretty effective so far. Marino's given up no runs, just 1 hit in 2 innings of work as he gets set for inning number 3 of work. First pitch is on the way. It's low for ball 1. Blue Jays up in the first base dugout, making a little bit of noise here. They've had a pretty good day with that 5-run lead. I'd like to add on to it here for some additional insurance runs. As the pitch is in there for a call strike, count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Brody Hinkle. Brody 0 for 2 with 2 ground ball outs to the second baseman. Again, that came against the starting pitcher, Feeney. Brody trying to get one to go fair, and it does down the right field line. Brody has a base hit, touching first, headed to second base, and he will have a stand-up double. Brody Hinkle gets the Blue Jays their 7th hit of the afternoon. And Coach Casey Porter will go to the bench here in a pitch hitting role for Jacob Freeze. Freeze will hit for Poplin. Zach Poplin, no doubt, will re-enter the ball game as the catcher, but Jacob Freeze will get the pinch hit here in the 6th inning. Brody takes his lead at second. Marino looks, delivers. The pitch is in the dirt for ball number 1. So Brody Hinkle picks up hit number 18 on the season. The junior takes his lead at second, delivers here. Freeze, ground ball, third baseman. Burdette looks Brody back and will make the throw over to first base for the 5-3 putout. And now to bring Marcellus Owens back to the plate. Marcellus has been on base both times today via the base on ball. He's also scored once. Marino set at the chin, comes to the plate. There's a called strike one. The Irish, when they come to the plate, will have 5, 6, 7 other lineup to the plate. Jay's trying to get that additional run, though, here. Brody in scoring position. Here's the pitch by Marino. And Marcellus watches this one go downstairs for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second base. Blue Jay, a leadoff hitter, Jackson Waddell on base, or excuse me, on deck. Hopefully he's on base here a little bit. There's a ground ball to the right side. Will it sneak through? It will. Back. A base hit for Marcellus. Brody will be held up at third base. First and third for the Blue Jays.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, Jackson Waddell.
So Jackson Waddell will come up with 1 out in the inning. Runners at the corners. Jackson 1 for 3 today, has scored twice, 2 stolen bases, singled in the first, grounded out back in the fourth against Marino. See if Jackson looks to attack early in the count here. There goes a runner, off-speed pitch, leaves it alone. Marcellus still second, trying to still come home from third is Brody Hinkle, and he is as he slides in safely. And the Blue Jays add to the score, now 8-2. And Marcellus swipes the bag to allow Brody to come home. Irish didn't get it off in time. Jackson still with a RBI opportunity here with Marcellus at second. 1 ball, no strikes. Jays have now scored 3 out of the 6 innings in this one. Jackson shows bunt, actually. Bunts on the first base side, and that one will get foul for strike number 1. Not sure if Jackson's doing that on his own or not. 1 ball, 1 strike, talking about bunting. He was trying to bunt for a sacrifice. I think the idea is to bunt it down the third baseline, so he might have been doing it to get a hit. I'd like to see Jackson swing away here. Get some good hacks here. With a man in scoring position and a 6-run lead. This one sent to right field, drifted into foul territory, and it is at our neighbors to our right. Jackson now down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Squiresfield continues to look fantastic. Coach Casey Porter was unable to make it look as perfect as it can be. He wasn't able to roll it. The coaching staff had to fight water on the infield dirt still from weekend showers that brought in 2 1/4 inches of rain. So didn't have the lines, the stripes are obviously still there, but not like they usually are for a home district game, but nonetheless still looking great out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out to the leadoff hitter, Jackson Waddell. Marino set, delivers. Jackson fouls that one off, too close to take, just slaps it foul to remain alive. Good job there. Big gap in right center field if Jackson can get it there. The left fielder, Joyce, plays a deep left field. Anything in front of Joyce should have a good chance of falling. Normal depth, though, and in the outfield. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Jackson is down on the strikeout. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Marcellus still at second base, and here comes Bryce Robinson to the plate. Bryce today's been on base all 3 times. He's 2 for 3. The one time he did not get a base hit, it was a fielder's choice and scored back in the third inning.
Bryce Robinson.
Both hits for Bryce, by the way, did not leave the infield. The first pitch to Bryce upcoming. Takes it down the middle for a called strike. And before anything else can happen, Coach Casey Porter will call time out of the first base dugout. We'll give Bryce a little bit to think about here with Marcellus at second base. Mentioned earlier, you got 3 defensive conferences you can have. You do have 1 offensive conference per inning. Coach Porter elected to use it here with 2 outs to Bryce. No balls, 1 strike. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman. Burdette been pretty good over there today. Goes across the diamonds for the 5-3 putout. And the Jays are done in the 6th, but they do add an additional insurance run as they get 1 run. A double by Brody Hinkle got everything going. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. Irish down to the final 3 outs in this one. Blue Jays now with an 8-2 lead. Timeout from Squires. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Making our way to the 7th inning, Blue Jays with an 8-2 lead, and I will apologize. I said the Jays had 1 hit that last 6th inning. They actually had 2 hits. I apologize to Marcellus Owens, who put a single in there as well. So Blue Jays with those 8 runs, 8 hits, as you see. Evan Kowalski, though, trying to put an end to this one here in the 7th inning. Sam Schmidt comes to the plate, followed by Cole Rezitar and Gerald Burdette. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 1. An awkward swing there for strike 2. Kowalski's done a good job in around 11 to 12 pitch average in the first 6 innings, and a lot of Major League Baseball pitchers would love to have that number as well. Again, Kowalski looking for 3 outs and a victory here in district play. Enter the day tied with Woodward at 6-4 for that 3rd place spot. There's a swing and a miss, and 3 pitches, and just like that, 1 out for the Irish. Kowalski's been on his game. That is strikeout number 10. That is strikeout number 4 in a row for the senior right-hander. There's a lot of 5A ball clubs that will like to see Kowalski leave after the end of this school year, and they've seen him too many times over the years. As the first pitch is down low for ball number 1. Kowalski just now going over 80 pitches. 10 strikeouts, has given up 2 hits, and really the only ugly thing today has been his 2 errors in the field, but Offense has been able to come through for him, and he's also come through offensively. He had a 3-run homer, too. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch is outside for ball 3. K-Wells had 1 base on ball, I do believe, and yeah, just 1 base on ball. That was back in the 3rd. Kowalski's strikeout to base on ball ratio is, again, ridiculous this year. Rezitar, the Irish catcher, trying to get on base, though. At the least to wait 1 more pitch. As a called strike there, makes it 3 balls and a strike. Rezitar with 1 of the 2 hits for the Irish today. He's 1 for 2. He's also struck out against Kowalski. Fastball missed somewhere in there, and it will be a base on ball. 2nd one allowed today.
Third baseman, number 7, Gerard Burdett.
Gerard Burdett to the plate. He's 0 for 2, flew out to center field and struck out his last at-bat. Courtesy runner for the Irish. Once again, number 13, Jake O'Donnell will take it over at first base. Kowalski set at the belt, comes home. First pitch, curveball in there for a called strike. Good pitch there by Evan. Just the 6th Irish to reach on base today against Evan. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. Jackson to the third base side, backhands it. Throw to second is in time. What a great play by Jackson Waddell, going toward his right side, backhanded, only play at second. It made it look good there, and retires O'Donnell on the 6-4 putout. And now there are 2 outs in the inning. Fielder's choice for Burdett. Last chance for the Irish is Marino. 0 for 1 today. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Struck out in the 5th. Two outs, runner at first base. Pitch is in there for a called strike. So Evan gets ahead in the count here. No balls and a strike. 2 outs. Evan set at the belt. Marino batting in the 8th spot of lineup. Swings and misses. Ball's at the feet. Poppin finds it. And O'Donnell unable to move. And the Irish are down to their final strike here in this one. See if Evan goes up in the zone here on this 0-2. Nope, down in the zone. It's going to bounce away from Poplin. It's going to allow O'Donnell to go from first base to second base, but Jays are just worried about 1 more pitch here. In Marino, William Forth, the 9th spot in the lineup, on deck. Kowalski set for pitch number 90 of the day. It's low for a ball. And Coach Casey Porter will call time again. Go out here for another brief. After the conference, Evan will get back onto the rubber here for a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Again, 2 outs. Jay's just 1 pitch away from getting out of this ball game with a victory. Evan set at the belt, comes home. Cold strike 3 down the middle, and this ball game is over. Blue Jays win it here by a final score of 8-2. Kowalski picks up 2 more strikeouts in the 7th inning, and he finishes the ball game with 11 strikeouts. Unbelievable performance here today for Evan Kowalski. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have our post-game shows. The Blue Jays win it here. Final score 8-2. This is Blue Jay Baseball.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
When you're hungry, here's a little trick. Jump in the car and head to Golden Chick. When it's gotta be great and it's gotta be quick, you gotta get your tenders at Golden Chick. Golden Chick, for the best chicken, you know what to do. Golden Chick, sides and rolls made fresh for you. Golden Chick, just one bite and you'll forget the rest. The original and still the best. Golden Chick.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back, Squires Field here in beautiful downtown Guthrie. Blue Jays win. Blue Jays win today over the Bishop McGuinness Fighting Irish in a District 5A2 ball game. Blue Jays improved their record to 16-10 now. The Irish fall to 12-14. Story of this ball game, Evan Kowalski as a pitcher moves on to an 8-0 record. Only helped his ERA to stay below 2 on the year. Evan, simply fantastic today. Gave up 2 runs. Both of those runs came in the 3rd inning. Only gave up 2 hits all day long. He only walked 2 guys as well. He walked a guy in the 3rd, walked a guy in the 7th. So did a good job on that front as well. And oh, by the way, he added a 3-run home run in the 3rd as well. Blue Jays jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the 1st inning. Jackson Waddell got a single. He was followed by Bryce Robinson's single. And then Mitchell Taft flew out to right field, but it was deep enough to bring Jackson home for a 1-0 lead. The Irish, though, in the top of the 3rd would take a 2-1 lead as they took advantage of 2 runs. There were 2 errors, 2 throwing errors that plated both of those runs, and Guthrie was down 2-1 going into the 3rd, but the bats came alive in the home half of the 3rd as Guthrie scored 6 runs on 3 hits. Bishop McGuinness also had 2 errors in the inning as Kowalski had a 3-run homer. Nolan Gagnon had a 2 RBI double. Austin Gelbeck also had a single in there as the Jays played at 6 runs and had a 7-2 lead. They got an additional insurance run in the 6th inning when Brody Hinkle started the inning off with a double and came home and scored, made it 8-2. And that is by far all Kowalski ever needed in this one. Kowalski goes the distance, throws, unofficially here, 90 pitches unofficially on the day for Evan Kowalski. Again, 8-0 on the season. His ERA was 1.71 entering the ball game. He does today 11 strikeouts. He had 2 strikeouts in the 1st, 2 strikeouts in the 2nd, 1 the 4th, 1 the 5th, 3 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th as he was dominant as he got that first pitch strike over and over and over today. And the Irish Banners really never had a chance all day long as they were behind on the fastball and guessing on the curveball. Evan Kowalski is the MVP by far in today's ballgame, offensively and defensively. Jackson Waddell had a base hit. Bryce Robinson added 2 hits today. Nolan had that double. Austin Gelbeck had a base hit today. Mitch Evans 3-run homer in the 3rd. Brody Hinkle added a double. And Marcellus Owens also added a single in the 6th inning. So Guthrie with those 8 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. They did leave 3 on base. Excuse me, that should be Guthrie should have left 2 on base, and the Irish left 3 on base. Make that official.